The morning sun barely touched the dusty streets when a convoy of police cars screeched to a halt in front of Kola's pharmacy. Officers jumped out, badges gleaming, and stormed inside. Kola froze, eyes wide. What? What is going on? I haven't done anything. Hands where we can see them, an officer barked. Before he could react, strong arms gripped him. He struggled, shouted. Wait! Please, I don't understand. This is a mistake. Hours later, Kola sat in the cold interrogation room, bruised and bleeding. Sweat ran down his face. His hands shook, and every sound, the dripping faucet, the creaking chair, felt deafening. Tell us everything, one officer shouted, slamming his hand on the table. Kola flinched, blood streaking his lip. I don't know what you mean. I just run a pharmacy. I sell medicines. Another harsh blow made him gasp. You are selling fake drugs that make people sick, the officer barked. We know what you have been doing. Kola's eyes widened. That's when he realized his secret had been exposed. It had happened that when Adora's mother was admitted to the specialist hospital, the doctors conducted thorough tests to understand why her condition had worsened so rapidly. The truth was cruel. The medicines she had been taking were deliberately laced with harmful substances meant to make her sicker. Despite every effort, she could not be saved. Adora watched helplessly as her mother's life slipped away, her hands clutching hers in a final futile plea. The loss shattered her, leaving a void that no explanation could fill. Faced with the inevitability of being caught, Kola's fear took over. Fine, he muttered, voice low and calculated. It's me and Dr. Salami. Yes, we sell adulterated drugs, yeah? And makes people sick. Then they have to go to his hospital, and then we share the money. Every patient, it's all our plan. That is how we make money in this hard economy. I beg. His confession poured out, not from guilt or remorse, but from a desperate need to avoid taking the fall alone. Each word exposed the cruel operation, fake medicines, deliberate worsening of illnesses, and the partnership with Dr. Salami. The officers leaned back, grim satisfaction in their eyes. They exchanged glances. We need to go. Meanwhile, across town, Dr. Salami was calmly organizing patient files in his clinic. Outside, two women in the waiting area whispered, My sister. Did you hear? One said. Hey. The pharmacist across the street was arrested this morning. Salami froze, his face drained of Kola. No, it can't be, he muttered, heart pounding. Panic surged through him. He began shoving files into drawers, gathering papers quietly, preparing to flee. The doors burst open. Officers from the town stepped in, guns drawn. Dr. Salami, hands where we can see them. He froze, eyes darted. His voice faltered. There was nowhere to go. Handcuffs clicked around his wrists, and the meticulous, respected doctor was suddenly powerless. Adora stood at her mother's grave, clutching a small bouquet, tears streaming down her face. Around her, relatives and neighbors who whispered words of comfort, but the hollow in her chest felt endless. The villagers watched in stunned silence, murmuring among themselves. Shock, fear, and anger rippled through the town. How could the pharmacist and the doctor, people they had trusted, betray so many? Some shook their heads in disbelief. Others whispered of the lives lost and the danger that had lurked quietly in plain sight. The town would never look at its streets the same way again. And there, at the graveside, Adora wept, a single figure of sorrow amid a community grappling with betrayal and the bitter cost of hidden greed.